Does the change of personalities that are in those positions necessarily bring about reform, or are structural changes needed in the ARM, in its functioning, in its processes, rather going back and say, pointing the finger of blame to those who have occupied those positions? What would the gentleman's opinion be? Would it be replace the people or fix the system?
They have a strong chance of winning. So if the president would like to push for a professor, a human rights lawyer, a champion for good governance, he can do so without having to stop the elections and appointing officials whose appointments are still questionable and probably unconstitutional, Mr. President. So he can do that. Dr. Farouk Hussein was not a politician, and yet he was elected to the ARMM. So it can be done without having to appoint any officials.
With the permission of the two gentlemen, to be fair, so that we can understand the real problem. In our national election, which distorts the will of the Filipino people. Now, in favor of the postponement, and I hope you do not misunderstand me, I'm just presenting this on the table so that the Filipino people will understand the problem. If we allow the election to go through as scheduled, the people who will be elected will have a term. How can you now synchronize the election with the national election? On the other hand, if you will postpone it, you will have a problem of holdover or appointment, whichever is going to be adopted by the appointing power. So, may I ask the gentlemen on the floor to propose what they consider to be a proper solution to this dilemma. This is the dilemma that this bill wants to correct. It's not a problem of preferring one group or another group. There is a national interest involved, and that is the synchronization of election to economize on the resources of government.
As a proposal, as he has suggested, on how we synchronize the ARMM election. Let us go back again to the example of the barangay elections, wherein the synchronization is still ongoing. But we do not, the barangay officials who were elected last October will undergo elections together with everyone else in 2013, in May of 2013. However, they will continue to hold their positions until October so that they do not have a reduced term. However, as that seems a little bit ungainly, it is also been the opinion of many of those who will be candidates in the upcoming elections in ARMM, Mr. President, that they are willing to undergo an election, not postpone the elections, undergo an election, and they are willing to agree to an understanding that this election will have a reduced term, and then we will now synchronize again in May 2013.
In the next election last year for barangay captains. And maybe if indeed the proposal of the distinguished gentleman from Ilocos Norte and chairman of the Committee on Local Government has merit, and I think it has, then still we have to pass a law here in order to address that and put it into a written form. And that is, we allow the election to go through, but we shorten the term of the people that will be elected in the next election to synchronize it with the next national election in 2013.